It's a new week, and I can definitely tell the difference. Since I started training at this higher volume, I really can feel how much I've improved, and that is an awesome feeling. And I just wanted to, I guess, put it out there that I am trying to train the Norwegian method, which is intense, but right now I'm doing it without a lactate meter. So I don't even know if you can call it the Norwegian method, but basically just a really high volume of zone 2 training, and then with very specific and intentional intensity in there every now and then. So yeah, it's what I'm doing right now. I can feel that it's working, whatever you want to call it. But, I'm also prioritizing sleep and nutrition and getting enough electrolytes and water. So, this is what I do full time. So, um, that makes a difference as well. But it's Monday morning and I am heading to the pool again. Last weekend, if you watched, that was a very big weekend. Yesterday was the biggest training day of my life, actually. So this morning, Monday, I have a recovery swim, and I'm very much looking forward to that. And then I do have some other just life things to take care of today. So that is all I'm doing today, is just the recovery swim and then some mobility afterwards. And then tomorrow we'll be back to work at the high volume that I was talking about. But I will take you along to the pool today. It's not going to be anything drastic, but we'll see you there. Good morning on Tuesday. I'm on the bike inside this morning because I have a very specific interval session, so it's much safer to do inside. So it's 2 hours and 15 minutes with 4 by 12 minutes at 90 to 95% FTP. So in order to dial that in, I'm going to do it on the trainer this morning, and then I have a 25-minute brick run that I might actually just do on the treadmill again, because it's just going to be easier for the sake of my anxious dog. And then I also have an upper body lift session today, so we're gonna get all those done. And that's the plan for Tuesday, so I'll film bits here and there along the way and take you along with me. I promise at some point this week I will get some outdoor workouts in, because it is much nicer out there weather-wise. The temperature is so much more tolerable. I think it is supposed to rain off and on this week, but I don't think anything too crazy. So yeah, we'll definitely get out there and try to make this episode a little bit more exciting than last week's almost totally indoor episode. But let's get started on Tuesday morning. Down from the last interval. I got them all done. That was pretty intense. I don't know why this trainer is so much harder than riding outside, but I guess it's good exercise, good preparation. So I have about 50 some minutes to just spin out here and cool down, which is a long time, but that's all right. I'm done with the hard part, so I'm watching Sam Long right now. As you saw earlier, I was watching Ali Ostrander, so gotta keep that motivation on YouTube. But I'm gonna finish this up and then jump on the treadmill. So as you can see, I'm on the treadmill even though it is a nice day out there. Just for personal reasons, I'm gonna run on the treadmill today. It'll still get the job done because it's a brick run, so it doesn't really matter. And my treadmill needs to update anyway, so we'll get that done. 25 minutes here, very easy. I'll post it up here, and then I'm gonna take a break for a while before I do my lifting session. If I film it, I'll post it then. If I don't film it, I will put it up here as well. So either way, we'll see you tomorrow morning bright and early on Wednesday for a pool session. Good morning on Wednesday. It's time to get ready for the pool. I don't remember my set today, but I know it has quite a few 100s. I think it has a 10 by 100 in the set, which isn't terrible. So that should go well. And then I'm going to get outside today. It's supposed to be so nice, like in the 70s and some sun. So I have a 12-mile run after the swim. So I'm going outside for that, even though my favorite road to run on is under construction right now, and I'm pretty sure it's closed. So I'll have to make up a different route, but I'm going to get it done. And then later today, I have 15 minutes of core. But I also did want to say, I talked about how I'm doing the Norwegian Training Method now, and I did order a lactate meter to measure the lactate level in my blood. So that should be coming sometime today, and I am going to start incorporating that, as well as all of the recovery principles, getting good sleep, nutrition. I'm going to make sure I fuel even better than I'm doing now. So we're going to see how that goes, but I'm pretty excited for it. So continue following along if you want to see how that affects my racing times here coming up at my next couple of races. So we'll see you at the pool. 12 miles are done. The heat really got to me. Oh my gosh. It's so hot out. No clouds. I ran en route with no shade. So I had to stop at the splash pad and drench myself. But got it done. Slower pace because of the heat. But now I have 8 by 20-second strides. And I don't really want to do them, but we're gonna get them done here. And then just 15 minutes of core. And that's it for today. I got them done. And I might be sitting in dog poop right now and I don't even care. It's so hot. Heat training. Heat training. 15 minutes of core. I'll see you tomorrow morning, bright and early, for the pool. So I'm getting ready to hop on the bike here, and I just want to say, it seems a little excessive to have so many different anti-chafe products. But I have this one, this one, and this one. And I use them all. And I don't know if that's just me being extra or if, you know, it's, I mean, it helps. I don't think it's extra because they all have their, like, strategic purpose. And you have to protect your butt and, like, other sensitive areas when you are running outside in the heat and when you're on the bike for 3 to 6 hours at a time. So, yeah, let me know in the comments if you think this is extra. I don't think it's extra. I think you need 4 different anti-chafe products, at least 4, maybe 5 or 6. Oh well, we'll see you on the bike. I have to say that after all this time, I finally figured out how to get Koros workouts into like erg mode on the bike, which is good, but a little tiring. I might have overestimated my warm-up wattage, so we'll see how this goes today. I might be a little overexerted, but the lactate should tell us that, right? So Allie Ostrander just ran the last mile of her workout at 4:57 pace, and that is 4:57 per mile, not kilometer. And to put my fitness into perspective, on my strides yesterday, for 20 seconds only, my pace was 5:30 per mile. So, yeah, I'd say to hold the last mile of your workout at 4:57 is, I can't even fathom that. Like, I was running so hard, I almost fell down at 5:30 pace. Like, I could barely keep my balance. So, yeah, I don't know how she does it. Is that normal? 31.6?
Life of Kyle Brown,
I don't know.
a man who refused to let amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, ALS, define his life.
Alright, if you could hear me over the show I'm watching, I now know that's 3.47. And then I might be overdoing it a little bit, but I don't know, those are the first 2 readings because, or the second 2 readings, because for the first one, all my test strips fell on the floor in a pile of sweat, so that was wonderful. And I didn't know I had to have that little key in the meter, so. Woo! Hour cool down. So all the intervals are done, and I can't believe I dropped those test strips. I dropped almost all of them, which sucks. I was trying to say earlier I dropped them into a pool of sweat, because that's exactly what happened. And yeah, I think they'll still work, because for the third interval I dried one of them out and I used that one and it did give me a reading. and I think it was like up to 3.4 or 3.6. So yeah, this has been quite a bike ride. I was thinking like my watts at that time were only 140, so that seems like it's pretty easy. I don't know, but this is also the first time my socks have been soaked with sweat on an indoor bike ride. But I only have 15 minutes to spin out here and then get the 30-minute brick run done, and that'll be it for Thursday. And then tomorrow I just have a run. I think it's 2 miles easy, 4 threshold, 2 easy, and then lower body strength. So bit of a break tomorrow, but yeah, I'm bummed about those test strips. I don't think they're cheap, so they better all have dried out and work. But yeah, be interesting now that I'm training with these lactate levels, how things go. I'm excited. So like I said, these last week and a half, I can really tell a difference in my fitness, even from before I even started taking lactate readings. So it's going well, but I think that's it for the filming today, and we'll see you tomorrow morning before the run. Good morning on Friday. Somehow I survived yesterday's training. That was 4.5 hours total of 3 different, three different things, swim, bike, run. So yeah, a little intense, but we got it done. And today, this morning, it's like almost 6 a.m. and I have a run I'm going to do at the track. So it's 2 miles easy, and then 2 by 2 miles threshold, and 2 miles easy. So it's going to be 8 total. It's 2 by 2 miles threshold because, again, I am going to be taking my lactate levels at the end of each of those 2 mile threshold runs. So, and then we'll analyze the data a little bit later. It's very interesting to me, though, because this really is helping me dial in on what my intensities really should be. So, for example, yesterday's data on the bike indicates that I didn't really push as much as I could have. So I had the 70.3 race pace interval set to 140 watts, and so I will repeat that workout with them set at 150 watts and then check my levels and see what that indicates as far as how hard I should be pushing. And it's going to be interesting today with the run too, because it's really going to help me dial in just exactly how fast, what my pace should be for race pace. So I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I am still really bummed that I dropped a bunch of those test strips into that pile of sweat. So I do have to order more today already, but that's the way it goes. Live and learn, right? So we'll see you at the track. So I don't know how this is gonna go. It's really, really humid out here. So paces might be a little slower than anticipated, but we're gonna get it done somehow with a lot of towels to wipe up sweat, but we're gonna get it done. Run is done. I didn't record during the threshold intervals because I wanted to do my best, and with as humid as it is out here, I think that was pretty good. Like, after the 2-mile warm-up, the first interval was like 8:01 average, and I finished it at 7:57 pace. And then the second interval was right on the dot, 8 minutes pace average, and I finished it at 7:55 minutes per mile. So I'm happy with that. I think the average for the whole run is like 9:01 per mile. I'll post it up here. And then I'm gonna rest for a while because, believe it or not, I have lower body strengthening today. So I'm gonna take a pretty long break and then do that. So that will be it for this humid Friday, and I will see you tomorrow for Saturday's training. Good morning on Saturday. We have the pre-long run breakfast here is a little bit different than the usual. So got the everything bagel with smashed avocado. I mixed in some nutritional yeast and chia seeds in there. And that's gonna be my fuel before the run. And then I've got I'm drinking this Magna now. It is so good. So this one I'm drinking this morning is a lemonade iced tea, but this is a variety pack, and there are so many good flavors in here. So I will put a link in the description of this video if you wanted to try it out, but it is delicious and has vitamin D, vitamin B6, B12, magnesium, sodium, potassium, and I think that's about it. Oh, and zinc. Yes. So if you want to try that out, I'll put a link in the description. So let's get this down, get ready for the long run. 18 miles are done. The pace overall was 9:33, and both lactate levels were around 1.5. So that's pretty good, I would say. And I don't know, I think that means I need to push it a little harder next time. I'm so used to looking at my heart rate and trying to keep it in the 130s. I know it raises to 140-ish when I hold this camera up, but I try to keep it in the 130s. And I guess, I don't know, maybe I really don't need to. Maybe I need to push it a little bit more up into the 140s for most of the run, since my lactate levels were so good. But I don't know, we'll see. It's done. I'm hot, I'm sweaty, it's so humid. So, yeah, I'm gonna go home and hydrate and eat. And I will see you tomorrow morning for Sunday. Good morning on Sunday. I had the battle braids going on this morning, and my whole plan for this 5.5-hour ride today was to get outside because the weather is supposed to be just about perfect. Like a little windy, but otherwise the temperature is supposed to be decent. The sun's supposed to be out. And so I was really like all pumped up for that. But I'll be honest, I kind of got in my own head this morning about it. And there are many reasons why that happened, but I decided to do it inside here on the trainer instead. And I know there's going to be people that don't agree with that at all, but honestly, one of the reasons that I'll share why I'm doing this is because I feel like if you have anything going on in your life or just in your thoughts that's going to be distracting you from really dialing in and paying attention to the traffic on the road and being alert, then I think it's totally okay to shift your ride, especially inside where it's going to be safe and controlled, and you can just put the bike in erg mode on Zwift or whatever, if you use Ruby or whatever, and just kind of have a mindless session where you don't have to think about changing your power, your speed, and watching for cars and making sure you stop at all the stop signs and that. So another thing is too, I really benefit from watching other YouTube videos, like especially helpful, positive videos when I'm in a mood like this. So that's what I'm gonna do here this morning, and ideally I'll be feeling much better after the ride. And then I do have a 40-minute brick run, which I'm going to do on the treadmill for two reasons. The one I just shared, and also because by the time I get done with this ride, it's going to be at least probably noon or close to it, and it's going to be really hot by then. We're gearing up for another heat wave here in Ohio this week, so treadmill it will be. So it's almost 5:30 right now, and I'm going to hop on the bike, but I probably won't film any of it just so I can focus on myself and my thoughts and feelings today, which aren't bad. So, I mean, nobody get worried or anything. I'm totally fine. I just kind of want to chill by myself and not have any cars honking at me today. So I'll post the times up here like I always do, but it will show my ride data, what I accomplished, and then I will post the run as well. If I have enough energy to do it, I never promise that I'm actually going to get it done, because after 5.5 hours, you really don't know what's going to happen. So I will put it up there though, if I get it done. And then that will be it for the week this week. So I do really appreciate you all watching these videos. Let me know in the comments what you want to see more of, what you want to, hear me talk about more or share more of, and I will definitely take that into account. So with that being said, please like if you like this video, subscribe if you like the content, and leave me a comment. It really helps my channel, and I appreciate it so much. And we'll see you next week.